The River of Reflection. Once upon a quiet morning in the ancient kingdom of Yasi, a young man named Hiroshi walked aimlessly, his heart burdened by a relentless pursuit of understanding. He was a scholar and a seeker, known for his probing mind and insatiable curiosity. One day, Hiroshi decided to leave the confines of his study and explore the natural world. He had heard great tales about a mystical river, called the River of Reflection, situated high in the mountains. Legend told that the river held profound wisdom for those who sought it. Hiroshi embarked on a journey, climbing the steep slopes, through dense forests, and across rocky landscapes. After several days of arduous travel, he arrived at the River of Reflection. The river was beautiful, shimmering under the sunlight with an enchanting tranquility. Hiroshi sat down by the riverbank, watching the water flow with a steady rhythm. He asked, "River, what is the meaning of life?" The river remained silent, continuing its dance with the wind and rocks. Days turned into weeks, yet Hiroshi received no answer. He began to feel frustrated and wondered whether his journey was in vain. But instead of leaving, he decided to observe the river more closely. He noticed that the river was ever-changing. It flowed with a dynamic energy, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, yet never the same. He observed how the river embraced obstacles, either by flowing over, around, or even wearing them down, but it never ceased to move forward. After several months of observation, Hiroshi realized the river was not silent. It was speaking in a language not composed of words but of actions and persistence. It was teaching him about life. Life, like the river, is ever-changing, filled with calm and turbulent moments. Obstacles are inevitable, but they should not deter one's forward movement. Just as the river embraces every rock and bend as part of its path, we should embrace every challenge as part of our journey. The meaning of life is not a destination to be reached but a path to be traveled. Inspired by this revelation, Hiroshi returned to his kingdom. He shared the wisdom of the River of Reflection with his people, teaching them to embrace life's changes and challenges, and to persist in their journey. His teachings transformed Yasi into a kingdom of wisdom and resilience, known throughout the lands. And so, Hiroshi, the seeker, became Hiroshi, the enlightened one, his heart no longer burdened but filled with the flowing wisdom of the River of Reflection. Inspiration from the story. The story of Hiroshi and the River of Reflection serves as a gentle reminder of the Zen philosophy about the nature of life and how we respond to it. The story can inspire us to be more like the river, which is a symbol of life's constant change and our capacity to adapt and move forward. Just as the river does not resist the rocks and bends, but rather incorporates them into its flow, we, too, can learn to accept and adapt to the obstacles and changes we encounter in life. The story also underscores the importance of patience and observation. Hiroshi initially felt frustrated when he did not receive an immediate answer to his question. However, by demonstrating patience and deepening his observation, he was able to understand the silent wisdom of the river. Furthermore, the story exemplifies the Zen concept of finding wisdom in nature. The river, in its simplicity and consistency, offered Hiroshi profound insights about life. This encourages us to seek wisdom not only in books and teachings but also in our natural surroundings. Lastly, the transformation of Hiroshi from a seeker to an enlightened one highlights the idea that wisdom and enlightenment are not merely about acquiring knowledge but about experiencing, understanding, and ultimately living the wisdom. Thus, this simple yet profound Zen story can inspire us to be resilient, patient, observant, and open to the wisdom present in our daily lives and natural environment. It invites us to flow with life, just as the river does, embracing every moment and challenge as an integral part of our journey.